The video is Ila Nishmash Rishmo Bach M'chaim Tzvidoiv. I didn't want to leave so quickly from the fourth level of pleasure, which is basically love. And as we pointed out, it's a relationship between parents and children. It's a relationship between friends. One of the most incredible gifts that we could have is a real friend. And I was reminded of the amazing story heard from Nech Weinberg, just to appreciate what it means. The Gemara says in Maseches Tainis, Oy chavus oy masusa. Either you have a friend or you're dead. And today, it's important to define what that means, a good friend. Some people think a friend is someone that, as long as you never say anything negative. Once, there are people like that. Once you tell them one thing that they don't like, that's it. That's not a real friend. A real friend is a person that can tell you anything, as long as it's coming from a place of caring. That's a real friend. I always call on a funny story that happened there. It was years ago, mashgiach in an old age home. And I was 20 years old maybe, and I just remember so clearly. There was a guy named Doug, a Jewish guy, big guy. Anyway, Doug was sweating really profusely and didn't look good. He needed definitely to change his shirt. Okay. Anyway, no one felt comfortable. So one of those, like, there was a meeting. No one felt comfortable telling him that it's kedai to change his shirt. Finally, someone came over, put his hand around Doug, forgot the guy's name, and said, and I heard, it wasn't like he was saying this publicly, he took him to the side, and I heard the words that he said. It always made such an impression on me. He said, only a good friend will tell you, you got to change your shirt. And I always remember and I recall that that's the best line. Some of these people just don't know how to say it. Just say, only a good friend would tell you that you really, it's unbecoming of you. It doesn't fit you to speak in shul. Or the way you're treating people, or the way you're walking around, or whatever it is. Start with those words, only a friend, because it's true. Because an enemy might just say the wrong, love this, that criticism, but it's not coming from a loving place. But a real friend, a true friend, cares so much about your growth, cares so much about you being embarrassed, cares about your sin, is sensitive to your journey, your life. That's a friend. So I'm reminded of the famous story that Rav Noach Weinberg used to repeat, somewhat of a legend, of a father and a son having a conversation. Anyway, the son is boasting to his father about all his amazing friends. He says, I have 30 friends, Dad. He says, that's amazing, because it's very hard to have a real friend. And the son said, well, Dad, how many friends do you have? Father says, how many friends do I have? I don't have I have a half a friend. The son is totally perplexed. What does that mean? Half a friend? How is that possible? So the father wanted to illustrate this to his son. And he related the following. He told his son, he said, look, test it out. In those days, of course, it was illegal to kill. It's still illegal to kill. He told him, look, I want you to take a sheep. The blood of a sheep is like the blood of a human being. And I want you to put the sheep, the blood, in a bag, in a sack. I want to go to your friend, to your best friends, the ones that you really think are your best friends. Knock on the door in the middle of the night. Tell them, listen, I was in a bar, I got a little drunk, things got out of hand. I ended up getting into a fight, and I ended up killing someone, and I need your help. Help me out. I just need to bury this body quickly. So the son took the challenge. He was sure that he has his best friends. Anyway, he goes from one friend to the next. Same thing, knocks on the door with a bag. Hi, you're not going to believe it. I was in the bar. This is what happened. Things got out of, I was carried around. Help me out, please. Each friend said, no, I can't. Impossible. He says, nope, not for me. Get out of here. Goodbye. Sorry. Anyway, he came back as bepach nefesh, broken-hearted, to his father. Told his father, I can't believe it. I don't have one friend. He said, what about you? You said you have half a friend. Father said, yeah. Do the same thing. Go to my half friend. He told him exactly the address. He said, and tell him you're my son. And the kachavit. The son followed instructions with a bag, with the blood, with the knocking on the door, knocked on this person, and the person looked a little bit troubled. The son said, listen, I'm so-and-so's father. He said, son, help me out. I really need your help. My father says you're going to help me. And when the guy said, I really shouldn't do this. But okay. And he takes him in, helps him, takes the bag to the back of the yard and buries. Anyway, the son comes back to the father and so happy, so full with joy, so impressed. He says, Dad, you really have an amazing friend. He helped me out. But why is he half a friend? So the father says, what did he say? Well, he said, I shouldn't really help you. Well, he's half a friend. A friend helps another friend. Doesn't say I shouldn't really. And that's the end of that interesting fable, the legend of the son and the father. But it's an amazing lesson to really, especially in this world where there's so many likes and there's so many friends on media and all the different social medias, but to really have a friend, to take one person and say, you know what? I want to develop my relationship with this friend because I think he really cares or she really cares and I care about them, and develop it, make it real. Have real conversations. Tell them, please help me grow. And it will be so meaningful for me if you tell me how I can grow. That's the beginning of a real relationship. That's the beginning of real love. Hatzlacha.